Hey, welcome back to Yogi's Garage. I got a special one for you this week. We're doing something about the seats in Pepper. Yeah, that's right. Those seats have seen better days. If you haven't seen the interior of my car in previous videos, here's a short clip of what the interior looks like currently. So they arrived like this in a vacuum sealed package. And I know that the material, I don't know the specifics. It's made by a company called L-Seat. And they have an address here in the United States, in Texas, Houston, as a matter of fact. Well, actually Sugar Land, which is a suburb or a city southwest of Houston. So this is where it's shipped from, but I'm pretty confident in saying that this probably came from overseas and then the final packaging or whatever was done here. Nevertheless, let's get this thing open and take a look at the material. So you and I are going to experience this at the same time, because I have clearly not opened this yet. That's right, girl. It's for you. So it's got some kind of, we'll just pull out one. Now I did get these special ordered with the perforated, oh, look at that, with the deviated stitching. Oh boy. I got to show you this. So this is the deviated stitching color that I'm putting on her. It matches as close as possible anyway, the vampire red. Wow, crazy. I'll have to show you that in a sec. What I really wanted differently on these seats is the backrest. I wanted it to be embossed. So with the crest. So let's see. Yes. Wonder if this is leather. We'll see. So we're gonna open this up. Man, if I didn't know any better, this looks like pleather, not leather. I'm gonna hold out judgment. Now I only paid total out the door about $400, so I can't expect a whole lot here, right? There's the embossing. I'm gonna go put it on the car. All right, I guess this wouldn't look too bad if this was the right color. This isn't even the right color that I ordered. Son of a bitch! It's supposed to be more like that color. So, hey, I'm sitting here editing this video and I realized that, yeah, I don't have anything for that segment, man. L-Seat really let me down. They've been playing coy with me. Here's an email that they sent me, and they're basically implying that I should just take it because it's close enough, and I insisted that it's the wrong color. I ordered the darker gray, and of course this is the lighter gray, so I had to send it back. Even gave me a hassle about that, about a printing label, about a shipping return label. So I hope to hear back from them soon on this. I really like to support small businesses, but I have a feeling that this one here is going to be a dud. I hope I'm wrong. $400 for a new set of covers for your car. I was really hoping that would be a great video. Keeping my fingers crossed that it'll come up again and we'll be able to address that. But in the meantime, I've got something else that I'm working on with CK. Back to the clutch spring, the helper spring that's used to make it easier when you push the clutch pedal in. This drama is about to unfold. Are you ready? Let's fix it. Hey, all right, welcome back to Yogi's Garage. I've got a special one for you today. We're gonna be working on the Turbo S today here at the Shop Club in Houston. But right now I gotta work on this Q7. One of the advantages of having a membership here is that you can bring your daily driver in and swap it out with your weekend car, and they can come in and clean it up for you, or you can bring it in and have it serviced and while you go out and have dinner upstairs. So that's what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna get the wheels off this car, rotate them, and it's so much easier when you're dealing with a 2-post lift than it would be if you had to do this at home. So let's go ahead and get this going, and then we'll bring in the Turbo S and work on that clutch pedal. Ready? Let's fix it. All right, now that I've got it up in the air, we're gonna see how quickly I can rotate these tires, having the advantage of a 2-post lift versus doing this at home. Hey, I wanted to pause this video for a second and answer a few questions that some of my viewers have been asking me. And some of them are, hey, what do you use to detail your car? Or, hey, what kind of tools do you use in your garage every day? Well, luckily Amazon has allowed me to build a storefront on their page. And I put the link down below in the description. And if you need cleaning supplies from like the chemical guys or tools from Tecton or Milwaukee, I've curated a bunch of those tools on that site, and everything you buy helps support the channel. So I really appreciate that, and it helps fund projects like this. Not by much, maybe a penny or two, but the more people that buy tools, because you need tools, if you buy them through my storefront, I get a little commission, and it helps me and Yogi Mama. And also, please like and subscribe to my videos. I don't ask a whole lot, but now I'm begging. All right, now back to the show. So the main event here is to address the clutch helper spring. So there's a helper spring under there that helps assist you with pushing down the clutch, and without it, it can be kind of a tedious task. Well, I don't want that for this car, right? This is not a GT2 car, even though it's been spec'd out for GT2. It needs to have a Weekend Warrior style clutch, even though it has a stage 2 clutch in it. I need to replace that helper spring in there. And see, that's the rub, right? Because you got to get in there, you know, head first, and then also depress the clutch pedal while you're under there. So I'm not sure how that's going to happen, but this is what I have for tools. Pretty simple. This is what I'm going to start with. This is a pedal assist helper. And basically, to me, it looks a lot like a caulking gun, you know? It's the same kind of mechanics, but this is gonna push in that pedal while I'm under there. And I got it because it's such a firm pedal that it's gonna be very difficult to put a human in there with me, but I may be screwed either way. And then this right here is to go up against the leather, because this thing levers against the seat. And so I don't want it just pushing up against the seat, so I'm using this block here for leverage. All right, so that's the concept. Now the plan, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go try to execute it. I'll bring you in once I get something together. I mean, if I can come at it from here, it might work, huh? Hey, look at that. Okay, boys and girls, let's see. So the idea here is to push and see if I can do this, then I can take the seat out. Oh yeah, we don't even need to use the wood. Okay, so I can take the seat out. See, this thing is kind of bendy here, but that's because this clutch is a bear. There we go. All right, this is the module that controls the seats. We got to take this off. It's 2 T15 little bitty bolts. Nothing crazy. If your car still has these little plastic guards, consider yourself lucky. These things break really easily. And they're, you know, unjustifiably expensive. But if you do it right, you can get them out pretty easily. All right, so these are E12s in here. I'm gonna loosen these up, get the seat forward, and then finish it off. There. Okay. All right, much better. I've got plenty of room now to get my body in there, and I think it's gonna work out to where I can use the steering wheel to lever against that tool to get the pedal down. I think. We'll see. All right, let's do it.
All right, I don't know if you can see that there, but I put a self-tapping screw, and it actually fit in there, so I think I'm gonna get lucky. All right, we're gonna retract this. We're gonna push this in again. I think we're getting close. All right. Okay, well, my tool broke.
No! No! Oh, God!
Trying to get it out, so I just ended up having to use muscle. That's why I'm out of breath. So I got it out. Now I just gotta get it out. Out. So I think I just gotta depress this thing and then it'll pop out. We can compare that to the other one and see what the frick is going on with it. But I think I gotta move this light here because I have to use a towel on these pedals because they're a bitch. Something like that. And then I think if I can just get it to come out off that right there, like that, right? And then pivot.
Pivot! Pivot! Pivot!
Twist somehow to get it out. Come on, you little brat.
All right, so here are the parts. I took this one out, and I don't even see what's wrong with it. I mean, it's not broken like I thought it was. This one looks identical to this one. All right, I'm gonna go put this one in. I think I figured out how to get it in there. And then, I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to bleed the slave cylinder. Maybe I should have done that first.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
Okay, I think I found the problem. The problem is with the clutch pedal itself. The holder here, I don't know if this is going to turn out on the camera, but there's two little C-shaped holders that bar is supposed to go in on the helper spring. Well, this one's broken right there, so there's nothing holding it. That explains it. So I need a new pedal assembly. Oh, this, you know, owning 20-year-old cars, this is what to expect, man. All right, full stop.
One eternity later.
So, I need to get the under panels back on this car, and I want to do it on the lift because, you know, I'm spoiled now and I don't want to have to get on my back to put the aero panels back on. The only issue is that I need to take this car over to the shop, and so those aero panels need to fit in the car. And yeah, who said there's storage issues with this car? Now the question is whether or not this top will go up, because yeah, it's not exactly a great day to drive with your top down. I believe it's like 40 degrees Fahrenheit out here. So let's get this figured out. I think now that I've taken the wind deflector off, I'm going to take that big one out and put the top up and see if I can squeeze it in. If I can do that, then awesome, man. I can get this done. Along with the clutch pedal and bleeding the clutch slave cylinder. All right, let's do it. Oh, come on. This is bull crap. Look at that. What is this stuff? I usually see this stuff come out of a hose, not out of the sky when I'm driving this car. Oh, man. Well, you know what? I think I'm in a pretty good place to handle this. What do you think? Yeah, I'm back at the shop club in Houston here, and this place is filling up really quickly with some very, very beautiful cars. Look at this Corvette. This looks like a C6, maybe a C7. Ooh, whoa. Eye of the Tiger. This is what you should expect, guys, when you subscribe to my channel. I'll be here for a while, and you guys can see the kind of cars that I have access to. Look at that Lotus over there. Oh, it wants to stare at my car. It sees it. Let's see. There, straighten out, boy. There we go. And here's CK. It's been a few. So like I said, what we got to do is we got to get the clutch pedal replaced. We figured out what the issue is there. So we're going to get it up on the lift and take a look at her. Take a look at him. And, ooh, that R8 looks beautiful, guys. Look at this. Tony Stark is here. It's beautiful. Oh, man, that's C8Z06. You gotta love the Alphas. You really do. They're, the race pedigree is second to none. Well, maybe second to Porsche or Ferrari or Aston Martin. But you get my point. All right, let's move this.
All right, I failed to bring a charger for my camera, so I don't have a heads-up view for you, but I think this is going to work out. There is I think it's a 10 or a 12 millimeter bolt on the pivot point. I just got to take it out, but I don't know if that's showing up in there. There are some relays that I need to pull out of the way so that I can gain access to that. See, so nothing's always, you know, easy. It's always hard. All right, let's do it. Okay, let me see if I can get you in here. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. I'll probably have to use a graphic to point at it because I can't really see it on the screen. But yes, that bolt is coming out. It's just really freaking slow, and it feels real tight. So I know you guys are probably, who know what's going to happen next, probably putting their fingers in their ears, waiting for this thing to pop. We'll see. Okay, I'm scared.
All right, that was absolutely positively a bust. That bolt, I'm not really sure if it goes all the way through the frame, but what I can tell you is that it's not coming out. There's not a lot of clearance there. So, honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to do some more research on it, but what I can do for now is bleed the hydraulic pressure to get fresh hydraulic fluid in there. And maybe that'll be enough and we can just leave the clutch as is. And when I sell it, I'll include the pedal. But right now I need to get the fluid swapped out. The reservoir is up in the front. The bleeder is on the transmission, I believe on this side. I'll have to double check. But I gotta do a couple of things. I gotta get the car set up for the lift and then pressurize the system. All right.
So right where all of those little seed pods are at, that's where the clutch slave cylinder should be. And it's deleted. God. Fuck. Yeah, and that hose right there is just a breather now, that little elbow. Man, I could have sworn it still had it in there. This is a showstopper, guys. I can't do jack without a clutch slave cylinder. Wow.
Yeah, okay, well, it is what it is. I don't know why I didn't see the clutch slave cylinder before, but I didn't. It is, like I said, it is what it is. We're just gonna move on. I'm gonna take advantage of being here. I got Pepper here, and you saw me load up all of the aero panels. So much better than getting on your back. I end up getting on my back anyway when I'm setting up the lift, but it's way better than constantly being on your back. And I can give the car a once-over with you, and we can look it over to make sure Pepper is doing good. CK is as good as I can get. A whole new clutch slave cylinder for a turbo, and I'll put the information right here. It's about $1,200. I can maybe get it from Rock Auto for about half of that, but it's still a lot of money. And I got to take out part of the dashboard and get all that out, and I don't think I'm going to do that. To the previous owner, thank you for telling me that. I should have believed you. To the future owner, hey, you got yourself a GT2 analog clutch. You want me to fix it for you, I'll do that, but I ain't gonna do it for free. All right, let's get Pepper in here and get to work, and then we'll go get some lunch. Let's do
Everything looks good. Little bit of grime here, but note what's not dripping off of this engine block. And that's power steering fluid, because I resolved it, finally. I'm gonna be back here in a couple of days working on another 996. They got a bad water pump and a bad thermostat, so I'm gonna record all of that and show you guys what that's about, but everything else looks good. There are my Coney shocks. All new suspension, all new linkage. It's a little dirty because I had to drive it in the rain, but I'm gonna tell you one thing, it's way cleaner than it used to be. And my fans, everything looks good. I'm gonna check the suspension to make sure that those wheel bearings are okay. I think this one here is bad because it's making a pretty bad noise, but it could be the CV axle, but I doubt it because it looks good. Okay. All right, let me do some inspection. Look what I found hanging on my car when I pulled it into the lift. Yeah, I lost another one. I think I'm down to 2. That's funny. All right, so here are the panels laid out. This skinny one here that goes horizontally covers up this area right here where all the hoses and the transmission mount is located. And then of course, this one here runs the length to protect what the... And of course, this one here, this one down here, as I showed you, runs the length of the car, and then the last one covers the front tub, the front part of the tub and the frunk. So we're gonna get this bolted back in because, you know, I need those extra quarter second lap times, and but also it's also meant to protect the car. It's meant to protect underneath and cut back on drag. So let's get it done. And in case you don't know the part number, there it is right there. And hey, look, it's Yogi's Garage too. And the date I bought it. Yeah, so this thing was brand new. I think I paid almost $200 for this piece of plastic. Good times. So I've been meaning to figure out what connects to this horizontal piece that covers up the transmission. If you guys know what that part number is, leave a comment down below and let me know what it is, because clearly something connects to it. There's holes for something to bolt to it, but I haven't figured it out. Let me know. All right, the last thing we need to do is the one on the belly here, and it takes a combination of the plastic nuts as well as these little brackets, and the brackets are pretty easy to put in. They're not easy to take out, but you clip it in and push, and then you'll hear that sweet sound, and that holds it in. I got one here, got one there, got a few more to do. So everything else looks good. My only complaint is this right here. The air comes in this way, so it's just gonna scoop it. I'm wondering if I did it wrong. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Apologize, not much of a video this week. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but I've been struggling, man. Once I had that fire issue taken care of, I was addressing the clutch, and come to find out the slave cylinder is indeed missing. God, I feel dumb. But got my pepper taken care of, so appreciate you guys sticking it out. If you haven't subscribed already, be sure to do that. Thanks for watching Yogi's Garage. We'll see you next time.